into the room. What's going on, good people, on today's Wednesday live? My name is Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton, and come on into the room. Be coachable, teachable, trainable. Post your city and state where you are watching and catching this live from. I greatly appreciate that. So, on today's live, what we are discussing is literally you guys are probably struggling to communicate with your business, in a special way, trying to figure out how to stand out. Well, today's live is all about creating a unique value proposition. So if you have no earthly idea what that is, don't worry about it. Stick and stay. I'm going to run this play. I'm going to run this caption so you can see why we are here on today. And I'll catch you in just about 1 minute and 41 seconds.
Hey y'all, hey, Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton here, reminding you about our new open office hours and our free Brand You community. Join us every Tuesday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for live actionable lessons on building your brand from scratch. We'll cover everything from tools, strategies, and systems like Canva, Industry Dominator GHL, StreamYard, AI Tech, and more, to include the exact steps to take you from confused to confident about your business and brand. And the best part is, after each and every live stream, you can hop on Zoom with us to ask questions and get personalized answers. Do not miss out. Mark your calendar and subscribe now to our YouTube channels. Join our free community, and I'll say it louder for the people in the back. If you want to learn, lead, and level up your automation in your MLM company or as an entrepreneur struggling in your brand or business, we not only have the solution, we also have the experts. Yes, this is your sign to join us. Our entire team is live each and every weekday. Cortez is the one and only followpreneur at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, founder of the PLR Profit Society, your brand master at 1 p.m., founder of the Brand You Agency, and you can binge watch Bridget, our automations and AI specialist, at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you snooze, you will lose. I said what I said. You heard what you heard. Now do what you know you need to do to get your assets in order, to learn, to lead, and to level up.
Come on into the room. What's going on, Mike? What's going on, Tanya? I hope I pronounced that correctly. Kwame, so good to see you again. I recognize that name. So guys, come on into the room. Be coachable, teachable, trainable. Post your city and state and let me know where my stream is reaching out here on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. I would greatly appreciate it. So today's topic, I'm going to go ahead and jump right in, is literally, if you are struggling to communicate what makes your business special, then today is specifically for you. I want to make sure that you understand what we're here for today, and then you can determine whether or not it's for you and whether or not you should stick and stay. And I, of course, would love for you to do that. But we're going to talk about how to define your UVP in 3 steps. We're going to talk about some successful examples of top brands that have a unique value proposition, as well as how to use the UVP in your marketing and in your sales. Okay. So specifically on today, I want to jump right into what is a UVP and why does it matter? Because some of you may not even understand that. So we want to make sure we demystify and get that on out of the way. Okay. So what is a UVP? Okay, according to the notes that I've determined for you today, a UVP is your unique value proposition. So it's your unique positioning. It's what is special about you. Is what is special about your specific brand. Okay, so again, if you have no idea and you don't understand why that matters, it is the benefit of your business that sets you apart. So if, as you heard me talk about on yesterday, if you have not determined specifically what it is that is your value, what is valuable about you, what is valuable about your business, what is valuable about what it is that you share, then you're already behind the curve. And I suggest you press pause and come on to the front of the room. Right? You must figure out what it is that you have to offer people so that you will know exactly who your audience is. Because if you out here talking about dog food and you have a bunch of cat followers, that's not going to be helpful to you or your business. If you're on here talking about, I don't know how to run Facebook ads, but your business is solely about branding like mine is, then that's not going to help you unless you have a team, a support, a an expert like we have that teaches people actually how to utilize AI and automation to run those ads for them. It's not going to make sense for your journey. You're going to be wasting time, right? You have to figure out what is specific, unique about your business that sets you apart. The number one thing that sets us apart is that we actually give you the brand blueprint. We turn around and educate you on the peaks and valleys of this business and branding journey. We literally give you the system for your branding, right? And we have a community, a network of people and experts that you have access to help you walk through the journey so you're not in this by yourself. I know out there in the MLM world, you hear that whole mindset of you in this, a lot of people think they're in this by themselves. You may be building your business by yourself. That's not the case here. We have a network. What's going on, Sherida? I hope I pronounced that correctly. And Joseph, so good to see each and every one of you. And if I'm missing you guys over on the platforms, the only reason I may be missing you over on the platform for LinkedIn is because sometimes it shows me, sometimes it doesn't, who's watching from LinkedIn. And then, of course, I see your comments pretty much after the fact sometimes over on YouTube and Facebook. So forgive me. I see the people popping in on TikTok pretty quickly, which is great for engagement. But when I'm sharing my screen, you guys don't get an opportunity to see it. So take the opportunity, jump on over to one of the other platforms. But let me get back to my notes. So if you don't know what your unique benefit is in your business that sets you apart, it's going to make you a little bit difficult of a journey for you to figure out who exactly it is that you serve, right? It tells the client why they should choose you over the others. So if they look at what your UVP is and they're like, she understands me, she has obsessed over my problem, her entire team understands what I'm struggling with, and they're showing me that they have all the deliverables, that they have all the solutions, that they have all the answers, and they're available to me several days of the week. Every Monday through Friday at 12, 1, and 2. All right. Every evening Tuesday with Cortez, he has special hours. Bridget has a special entire hour on Friday where she's in Zoom going from A to Z, answering questions. And generally, she has the founder of the software on the live with us. Okay. We make sure that you have access not only to us, but the experts that run the software. Okay, so that is our specific UVP. All right, so to answer the next question, how to define, or the next bullet point, how to define your UVP in 3 simple steps. Okay, let's talk about that. Identify your audience's biggest problem or what they need. Okay, what people need right now is understanding and a sense of security and safety in AI and automation. What's going on, Elva Joy, CTT Squad out of Durham, North Carolina? What's going on, Dr. Regina, CTT Squad out of Brooklyn? Wealth God's Way is her business. Awaking with Elva is her business. And actually, we will be featuring Awaking with Elva's t-shirt line this week. We already have it in the lineup, and we will be talking about that this week. So again, guys, understanding what it is that is a benefit in your business, understanding what it is that is unique about you in the business literally will help set you apart. So if you're trying to figure out your audience's biggest need based on how you serve, I know a part of the audience's biggest need is that they don't have a system, they don't have a brand, they don't have a social media presence, they're not currently getting consistent leads, and therefore they don't have consistent consumers, consistent clients, or consistent customers. Okay, so again, I understand what the problem is. The first thing people will tell you in the MLM industry, or the first thing people will tell you when they're first starting out on the business is, I don't know who I'm talking to. And since I don't know who I'm talking to, I'm not getting any leads. Well, then you have to go back to, why did you start the business? What was the reason? And generally, the reason you started a business is because there was a need you had. And once you figured out the answer to that need, you was like, I can help everybody with this. Generally, that's the journey that happens. You figure out that you have a problem, you get the problem answered, and then you figure out, or you find out, hey, I can sell this. Okay, now you sell it. But if that is the only focus for you, to sell it and make the money, then you're going to fail. Why? Because people can sense that desperation, right? But let's go back to the biggest problem. The biggest problem that you had, or the biggest problem that I'm seeing that people have in branding, is they don't have one. And they don't know that they need a brand. They don't understand what a brand is. Okay. So again, if you take the opportunity to go over to SPB, that's Simplified Print Brand, or SWB, that's Simplified Web Brand, there is an entire presentation that I did several years back on YouTube that walks you through the steps of print branding, web branding, and social media branding. Yeah, there's one over there for social media branding that walks you through all of that as well. And there's a cheat sheet for them so that you can actually fill out some notes while you're watching it, because some people are kinesthetic learners, some are audio, some are visual. Okay, I try to meet each of those demands. Why? Because that was a problem that I detected, that people off cap didn't know what a brand is, didn't understand what a brand was, didn't realize that they needed a brand. One of my CTT squad members, even in her testimonial that you can locate over on Martina Britt Yelverton, or dollardeals.martinabrityelverton.com, she said she didn't think that she needed a brand. She thought a brand was for the younger community. She had no clue that she needed a brand. However, if you don't know, your brand precedes you, right? And you don't want your brand to be out there telling a different story than the truth of who you are, right? You want to be in control of that brand. You want to be in charge of that brand. You want to be leading that brand in the direction that it needs to go, right? And as soon as you figure out what it is that is unique about that brand, then you're available to serve a specific answer, a specific person, one person over many, many, many other people, right? And then you are available to expand from that. So what you want to do first, to make it very easily for you to determine what your VP is to figure out what the problem is, right? And then once you figure out what the problem is, you have to highlight how your business, how your passion, how your brand solves that problem, and in a unique way, right? So I'm your country girl. I'm your go-to girl. I'm the one that's not going to gatekeep. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is I'm using. I'm going to show you how I'm using it. I'm going to tell you how you can use it. I'm going to ask you to join us inside a Zoom room so we can actually walk through how you're using it, and I can see what you're doing right or wrong, right? That's the unique area that we offer our community, right? We say, hey, here's what we're doing. Here's how you can do it. Here are the steps. We walk you through all of it. So if there's an area of confusion, you can demystify that, okay? In addition, the third thing I'm going to suggest is that you summarize it into a concise, impactful statement. Hey, y'all. Hey, Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton here. Typically, I'm live helping entrepreneurs like you get your assets in order so you can go from being stuck and struggling inside of a company or a business's brand to gaining impact and influence inside of your own personal brand. So you do what? You attract people who need what it is that you have to offer, and from the comfort of your home. That is an impactful statement that tells you exactly what it is that I do as a brand master. And then I turn around and tell you, and if you're struggling right now, if you're stuck or struggling and you have no clients, if you have no brand, if you have no idea what you are out in these internet streets doing, then I invite you to come on into the Dollar Deals membership. Right? And inside of the Dollar Deals membership, it says here clearly as day, are you stuck and struggling as an entrepreneur with no brand, no social media presence, no leads, and ultimately no clients or customers? Yes. Then this is what you need to do. Join the free community. Voila. Okay. In 3 easy steps, I have followed, letting you know the biggest problem or need, letting you know how we solve it, summarizing that into an impactful statement. Okay. So some examples of some of the top brands that do this for you. Let's go with the number one, Amazon, Earth's most customer-centric company. Who else is online scrolling and trolling, sees something that they think that they want, and even though it says right there across the bottom, learn more here about this product, do y'all go and see if it's on Amazon? Go on and raise your hand. Show your true colors. Before I even click to learn more about that product, the first thing I generally do is go over to Amazon. Why? Because Amazon is going to get it to me in 1 to 3 days. I'm going to have it the next day, or I'm going to have it by the third day most times. I don't feel like waiting on Temu. I know, right, Dr. Regina? I don't feel like waiting on Temu. I don't feel like waiting on what's the other one, the TikTok shop. Sometimes I want it in the next day or two, right? They are Earth's most customer centric company because not only are they providing it right now, but they're also figuring out, or Sheen, yep, I don't feel like waiting on Sheen. They go ahead and say, hey, because we're Earth's most customer centric company, yeah, I know you want it in the next 3 days, but you know what? If we could combine all of these into one shipment, would you like a little incentive for that? Okay. They understand that there are some tree huggers out here, but they still want to get you what you want. You know what I'm saying? Now, the next night, just do it. They focus on empowerment and action. Another unique proposition of theirs is they have a focus on what? Empowerment and action. When you see the swoosh, you know what it is, no matter the color that it's in. That one symbol gives you empowerment and action in one symbol. Let's even talk about Canva, empowering the world to design. They make tools accessible to everybody. And even though they had a price increase, they still leveled it out and said, hey, you can still come in, get access to all of the tools, unlimited templates, right? And it's still going to be cost effective. Okay. Do y'all understand each of those three different areas and their different propositions and how they are unique? Yes, and yes, I do hope so. So, also, the third thing that I said that we're going to cover, well, let me say the fourth thing that I said that we're going to cover is literally showing you guys a step-by-step to how you can actually define what is unique about your business. So you've gone through the 5 steps, martinabrityelverton.com. You've actually been able to create a power bio out of that. You're looking through that. You're understanding what it is that is of value to you. You are now really focused on who you serve, how you serve them with what it is, but you need to define that. So if you haven't taken the time to obsess over the customer's pain points, then that's what I'm going to suggest you do. One of the ways that you can do that is you can create a poll. You can send an email out. You can send an SMS text out, and you can ask people, what are you struggling with? And what do you desire to do or get or have? That when you guys see the word research your audience's pain point, sometimes you're like, wait, what? How exactly do I run, or how do exactly do I research a customer's pain point? It's simple. You ask the question. What is the problem? What is your desired solution? That's number one. The second thing that you do is you actually evaluate the competitors, right? And then you find your unique angle to that, right? So here's the thing. I understand that both my mentor and Coach Cortez are somewhat both in the same field with regards to branding. He dips his toe in it because he understands the power of branding. I'm fully immersed in it because I understand my passion behind branding. But what makes us different? What makes us stand apart? Right? He's not necessarily a competitor because none of us have competition out here. I mean, think about it. Have y'all ever been to the bread aisle? How many different types of breads are there on that aisle? Multiple, multiple, multiple. What makes each particular bread specifically different from another particular bread that allows you to go in there and pick the one you like, right? So for me, my unique angle to branding is I'm going to take you down through it from the beginning to the end, and I'm going to coach you and educate you and train you and figure out what your unique special thing is about your particular area of purpose and passion. And then we're going to go through the A, the Z, the 9 steps with some sub steps. And we're going to make sure that you are empowered by your brand so that you have no problem getting out here and talk about it in these internet streets. That's my unique angle. So you have to determine who your different competition is, for lack of a better word, is friendly competition. And then you have to find what is your unique angle compared to the field. Okay. And then the third thing you have to do is you actually have to test it through messaging and feedback. Put it out there into the world and see what comes back. Everybody needs branding. Everybody needs a personal brand, and then you're available to pivot and parlay and, alley oop that thing over into a business. Why? Because your gift will make room for you. All right. So let's move into how to communicate your UVP in your marketing and sales. Guys, if you incorporate it into your website, into your slogan or taglines, into your emails, into your social media bios, that is a way you have it ingrained, immersed, included in all of your media. I wear it in merch. I have it in slogans and affirmations. I use it in my hashtags. I talk about it A to Z constantly. I do reels. I do shorts. I do stories. I do full-blown threads. Okay, incorporating it into everything. When you go and look at any of my bios, what's the number one hashtag? We're going to see if my CTT squad knows it. What is the number one hashtag you will see in everything that I say? Now, there's about 2 or 3, but the point is, if they respond with even one of them, you know that I have it immersed and communicated throughout my marketing and my sales threads. Okay. Brand master, that's one. Exactly, Elva. I know to say awaken with Elva. I understand that I know it's chakra. I know it's love me godly. There you go. Brand master. Exactly. I also have for you to understand you need to get your assets in order. That's another one. Always be marketing you. Always be marketing. But more important, always be marketing you. Right? You want to ingrain it and put it into everything so that it comes across in all of your messaging and all of your marketing. I know when I hear what does Dr. Regina say whenever she joins a live? Peace and blessings. Hashtag peace and blessings. That's Wealth God's Way. I know that's Dr. Regina. I could see her type it and I would know who was behind the person typing it, right? You ingrain it in everything. Okay. Now, also, you want to use it in any of your pitches, in any of your conversations, so that you clearly convey your value. You can't tell me when you hear me speak that you don't know I'm going to help you understand that hashtag you are enough, that you are purposed and passion for some reason. Somebody somewhere is waiting for you to do what you need to do to get up off your assets, right? And help them understand that they can do it too. It's going to be ingrained in everything, right? It's going to be when I'm talking to you, just simply when I'm having a conversation with you. Karesha called and she's asking a couple of questions and she's just checking up on me. We in the new year, how things going, blah, 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 blah. But before we know it, we having a full-blown VIP hour about her business. Why? Because it's the new year. And I want to make sure that she's off to a great start. And I want to ensure that she's moving forward in her business. And I want to ensure that she's moving forward in her life goals and she's her legacy. And during the call, her daughter walks in. Her daughter automatically knew who she was on the phone with because of the conversation we were having. Hey, the Essence already knew what we were talking about and jumped right in and was like, yes, tell her, Miss Martina, tell her, right? Because they understand that even in a simple conversation, I'm going to always be conveying my value, even to my CTT squad that knows beyond that they're valuable. They know it, but I'm never going to not stop and I'm never going to not pour into them. Okay. So also, and thirdly, you want to consistently align your marketing content with your UVP's promise. Do you guys feel, after listening to even this simple stream that you receive from me, that I am trying to help you not struggle, not be stuck? I'm trying to help you develop, create, visualize, organize a brand, that I'm trying to tell you where you need to place that brand at all across your social media so you can have a presence, that I'm trying to help you understand how you need to get on here and talk about your value so that you can generate qualified leads. If your messaging is down to the wire, you can't tell me that if you know you are an uncoachable person, that you are a person that cannot be taught, that you are a person that is not interested in being educated, that you think it's okay for you to reach out to me. No, because I like CTT people. I like people who really want this. Okay. So it's clear, it aligns with my messaging. I'm going to be transparent. I'm going to be authentic. And I'm going to tell you when that brand ain't it. That's not working for you. I don't think that's your calling. I can only advise you in what I see and what your energy is telling me. I'm going to be that real. Make sure that you consistently align your marketing content with your UVP's promise. Plain and simple. So I hope even those 5 different areas helps you understand why we wanted to get this information out today. Let me ask you, what is the one thing that your business does better than anyone else? I would love to see these comments being dropped in even after the stream has finished, because I feel like if you know your value and you're confident about your value, and one of the ways you begin to get confident about your value is you talk about it all the time, everywhere, in all situations. What is the one thing that your business does better than anyone else? Teach wealth God's way. Preach. Hashtag preach. She understands her branding, her passion, her calling, her gifting is to teach wealth God's way. And how does she align her platform? She has God's CEO. And let me see if I'm saying this right, 365 hello.com. Find out more about Dr. Regina and what she's doing to teach wealth God's way. Who is she serving? Right? Does that align with her brand? Yes. Is she positioning herself on platforms like Faith and Finance? Yes. Is she making sure that she has call to actions that tell people how to get in touch with her? Yes, of course. Is she then praying for folks? Yes. Okay. Again, this is what you need to do. Christian women in leadership. Hello. What's going on, Holly? So good to see you. I'm so sorry if I'm not speaking to everybody. I really appreciate you guys engaging with me to help others know they are more than they know they are. Hello. So why doesn't Awaken with Elva not resonate with you? Her brain, if you hear this woman's voice, it calms you down as soon as you talk to her. As soon as you hear her voice, you know, you understand. There's an energy that comes over our engagement and interaction as soon as she says hello, no matter if she's frustrated. She could be working on something, I don't know, a custom value inside a flyer or something that just won't shift right. Even in her frustration, it comes across. I'm frustrated right now, but I can't even emulate her voice. So you know that's unique about Elva, okay? But even in that, she exudes and she aligns with, and there is a clear conveyance, if that's a word, of her value. Is that what's happening inside of your brand? Is that what people are saying to you? Like I said, if you're trying to do research and you're trying to understand what it is about your brand, what it is about your value, and you're trying to figure out what it is, the pain point is, just ask somebody. And don't just ask anybody, okay? Because everybody ain't going to tell you the truth. You got haters out here. You got people that are in your company, meaning in your presence, in your existence, right? They're secretly hating on you. So pray for some discernment on how to, kind of move them to the side and keep them at an arm's length so you can continue to walk in your value. Trust me, even if they try to step in the way, they can't stop God's girl. Y'all already know that. They can't stop your destiny. They can't stop the energy and the blessing and the peace that is over you. It can't be stopped. He already has you here. If you wake up every single morning, sane, mobile, and breathing, sane, mobile, and breathing. Thank God I'm still here to wake up sane, mobile, and breathing. That means he has not finished your destiny, your journey. your path, your walk, and you still got time to get it right. Okay. So this one's supposed to turn into a whole segment or about that, but you guys understand what I'm trying to get you to understand. On today's session, if you did not get it, the first thing that you need to know and understand is how to define your UVP, right? Use that UVP in all of your marketing and your sales. I'm looking at my wrap up here just to make sure. You need to go through step by step a way to define what it is and how to get it out there. Because this is one of the things that could literally be stopping you inside of your branding, and you don't want that to be the case. So again, on yesterday, what we discussed was why a strong brand is your business's best asset. And today we expanded upon the unique value proposition of your brand and your business. And tomorrow we're going to be discussing, let me pull those notes up, is how to build an online presence that draws clients. So if you haven't gone through your 5 steps and you haven't done your power bio and you haven't figured out, your client or your customer's pain points, then you can't be out here talking to people and building any type of online presence to try to bring people to you, because you don't know who you are, what it is you have, what your value is. You don't know all of that yet. So either double back, do a couple of those, or just join us over in the free community at learnleadandlevelup.com. Join us over in the free community again at learnleadandlevelup.com. I'm going to see if I can get that to run across the bottom of the stream here. Let's see if I can get that up. It'll come up on a different screen here. Join us over inside of that community so that you can begin to walk through the steps inside of the learning tabs. So go ahead and get those things in place. Again, I hope you have found some value in today, that you understand some of your steps that you need to. Go ahead and drop in the comments even after we finish streaming on one of the platforms, because we ain't figured out how to get TikTok to, figure out how to stay live afterwards. I don't know if you have to have a certain amount, but TikTok for some reason don't stay live. But go ahead and get on the YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn platforms and go ahead and drop that comment. The question that I asked to you was, what is so specific and unique inside of your value, inside of your business, that makes you stand out from others? Drop that in the comments below. What's that one thing that your business does that's better than anyone else's? Right? Because that is your unique positioning. All right. Join us over into the Zoom room as soon as we finish up here. LearnLeadAndLevelUp.com is how you get registered to receive the daily alerts for whenever we go live each and every Tuesday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, we have collaborative partners that are on at 12 and 2. So maybe today wasn't your topic. However, today's topic with our 2 p.m. Collaborative partner is create autoresponders for Instagram and Facebook using our software, the Family First Designs app, okay, which is on our platform, our white labeled platform for Go High Level. So again, I'm looking forward to catching any of you that have questions inside of the Q&A Zoom room live directly after this. I can be over there in just a moment. I see I have a couple people that have entered the waiting room. Great. I'll see you guys over there. Thank you for your time on today. I appreciate you all to your success.
Hey y'all, hey, Brandmaster Martina, Britt, Yelverton here, reminding you about our new open office hours and our free brand you community. Join us every Tuesday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for live actionable lessons on building your brand from scratch. We'll cover everything from tools, strategies, and systems like Canva, Industry Dominator GHL, StreamYard, AI Tech, and more, to include the exact steps to take you from confused to confident about your business and brand. And the best part is, after each and every live stream, you can hop on Zoom with us to ask questions and get personalized answers. Do not miss out. Mark your calendar and subscribe now to our YouTube channels. Join our free community, and I'll say it louder for the people in the back. If you want to learn, lead, and level up your automation in your MLM company or as an entrepreneur struggling in your brand or business, we not only have the solution, we also have the experts. Yes, this is your sign to join us. Our entire team is live each and every weekday. Cortez is the one and only fatherpreneur at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, founder of the PLR Profit Society, your brand master at 1 p.m., founder of the Brand You Agency, and you can binge watch Bridget, our automations and AI specialist, at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you snooze, you will lose. I said what I said. You heard what you heard. Now do what you know you need to do to get your assets in order, to learn, to lead, and to level up.